Hey everybody, Jaycie Cormack here, your founder and host of Cartwheels and Banana Peels, funny tales from women entrepreneurs. You guys, I have two ladies with me today that I already know. I just adore these women. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to get to share them with you. So we're going to jump in because you know I like to keep things moving fast because we have some interesting tales to tell you today. So first and foremost, I want you to know who these ladies are that are with me. So let's do that first. Karen, will you please tell everyone who you are, please?
Absolutely. So my name is Karen. I'm a yoga instructor and I've been a yoga instructor for over 20 years. And I help women just like us who are on the computer way too much and have neck, shoulder, and back stress, tension, discomfort, pain. I have practices that you could do at your desk in front of your computer, many taking 2 minutes or less, so you don't lose time in your business.
I freaking love it. I had a little session with her the other day, you guys. I wasn't expecting it to help, but it did. Holy cow. Yes, it did. She didn't even, I don't even know if I told her that yet or not. But anyways, all right, Jana, my dear, it is your turn. And Jana is a repeat guest, you guys. If you didn't hear her story, oh, I forget which episode it was now. But anyways, she had a funny story already, and she's back again.
I know, and now they're all swirling around in my head at the moment, trying to figure out where we're gonna land. It feels like the price is right, you like spin the wheel and where are we going here? Hi, everybody. I'm Jana Niksa, the Authentic Sales Coach. I work with heart-centered entrepreneurs, particularly females, who really know that sales is standing in their way between them and the people they need to help. I know sales can come with a lot of baggage, so I like to say I mix the woo and the do and help you find your authentic way to really sell to your clients that actually feels good. So that's what I do.
Awesome. Yay. And I already kind of told you, but if you don't know, and for some reason, if this is the first time you've been to Cartwheels and Banana Peels, then let me just tell you that I am the Rebel Storytelling Coach. So I'm all about you telling stories and having back pocket stories. I help women entrepreneurs tell entertaining stories that actually get them and their right clients. They attract those right people. So super, super cool. No more boring snore stuff, you guys. We got good stuff going on. All right, so let's get into these stories today because I am hanging out with the girls at my kitchen table, sort of. You can't see it, but it's here. All right, Karen, will you share with us what story do you want to tell us today?
Well, people ask me how I got into doing what I'm doing because it's a little weird. Because when we think of yoga, we think of the stuff on the mat or, hanging from the rafters. And sorry about my computer giving bing sounds. Um,
It's all right. It's part of funny stories in life. It
yeah,
happens.
I've tried to get rid of it, but, it likes hanging around. So what can I do? So anyway, so what I do is really kind of odd. So people ask me, well, how did you get into this? So I've been on the internet in internet land for a while, doing various iterations of my business and getting no traction. How many of us could say that? And it wasn't until I happened to meet a woman who actually is one of my mentors, and we were having a conversation, and she could hear me getting more and more frustrated as I was talking. And she goes, hold on a second, hold on a second. I don't understand what you're doing here, but what are you doing the rest of your life? Because, there's business and there's the rest of your life. What are you doing the rest of your life? So I told her, like, okay, I'm a yoga instructor and have been for over 20 years. And, the year prior, I had done a workshop. And she goes, hold the phone. Why are you banging your head trying to do this when you've already had success doing that? And I got to tell you, it was a V8 moment. You know what I mean by a V8 moment? People of a certain age, like, oh, I could have had a V8. So I was like, it took me all of 20 seconds to look at her and go, yeah, why aren't I doing that? And that's how I got to where I am. And I understand because, we're all entrepreneurs and we all have no time, that I needed to make sure that what I do is not an hour, not a half hour, not 15 minutes, but like really fast. So that's how I got to where I am.
Duh, V8. We're Gen Xers, some of us. Jenna, I don't know how old you are. We're not asking on screen. Like Unless you
Google
want
it
to
if you don't
share
know.
it. Yeah, we'll find out. We're going to research her later. Like,
Oh, that's
looking
funny.
her up.
Sometimes
Oh my
it's
goodness.
the most obvious things, right? We just make it so much harder than it needs.
Yes. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so true. So freaking true.
And
All
I
right,
needed,
Jana. Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, I needed
No.
somebody from the outside
Yes.
to point it out to me. So
That
obvious,
was
right?
such an excellent point. That's why we coach. That's why we have coaches. That's why coaches have coaches.
Yes.
Because we can't see our own stuff.
Yes.
That.
We don't
Oh my
know our
gosh.
own genius. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, you can't see it. We can't see the forest for the trees, and we need help.
It's true.
I can't tell you how, anyways, I'm getting sidetracked, but yes, someone the other day said, I don't think I'm funny. And I hear that sometimes. And all of a sudden I'm like, I listened to this other, well, she's one of my mentors, but I listened to her on a different podcast. And I said, oh my gosh, I just found 3 funny stories. You don't know that. Oh my gosh, they're right there. I was like, that one, and that one. And she's like, oh, so yeah. Anywho, Jana.
Okay, I spun the wheel. Here we go. Another old school sales story. So anybody that listened to when I was on before, I told a story. It's like right in the same time period. I'm loaded up with sales stories from like my first 5 years in the sales world. And this one involves, I guess I was a bit of a hot mess. My business partner was a hot mess. We're still friends to this day. I love her dearly, but it is always a circus. Now she has 3 kids, which is even more fun. So anyway, we're at this big meeting. We've got everybody's there in the conference room. We're going to be presenting. I'm texting her. She's not there. Then I finally am like, okay, we're just going to do the thing. And because we'd waited long enough, right? We have to be respectful. So I go through the presentation. I go answer all the questions, yada, yada, yada. I work my way through it, even though that's not how we had rehearsed it. And I get back, and of course, I've got like a gazillion messages on my phone. And I'm walking out of the conference room with like one of the main people, like the head doctor of this hospital, like practice. And we see my partner. I'm not going to say who it is. But anyway, she's coming in, rolls in. We're in South Florida, mind you. Hot, and literally hot, and then figuratively just a hot mess. And she pulls me aside, and she reeks of gasoline. And I'm like, what is going on? And she goes, Jana, I tried to text. I guess I didn't have to. This is before texting, y'all. So I had missed call. She's like, I tried to call you. I ran out of gas. And so I walked to the gas station, and I went and got a big, those big styrofoam cups. So, a little chemistry lesson for everybody. Yeah. So she says, instead of going for the regular old gas can, like a normal human, she's like, I'll just put a little bit in this big gulp cup, get me to the gas station, and then I'm on my way. Well, she starts to fill it up. I can't even imagine. I think a cop was there watching her do this. So she starts to fill up the gasoline in the cup. The cup completely disintegrates. It goes all over her outfit. She is like stunned because clearly she didn't realize that was going to happen. And then she asked the cop, can you give me a ride to my home? So she gets a ride in the cop car, reeking of gasoline. And that's how I cut, 1,000 degrees outside. What comes rolling up into our meeting, misses it, looking like just exactly like how you would imagine. And I'm just what has happened here?
Oh my goodness.
She was one of those people, how people had stories, and you're like, I don't know if that's true. I feel like she was one of those. I was like, no, it's definitely true, and then some. No. So that's my story.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. Okay, see, we were talking, you guys, before we came on and started recording for y'all out there watching and listening. We were talking about like, what story are we going to tell? Da 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 da. Oh, let's just go with the flow. And I do this all the time. I have a story in my head, and then I hear these amazing ladies share their cool stories, and I go, oh wait, I got a different one I'm going to share. So this one, and for anyone that hasn't figured this out from Jaycie, I've done a lot of things in my life. Lots of things. And my cartwheels and banana peels and storytelling. That's my 4th company. However, you guys still like to run Instacart, which is grocery shopping for other people. But there's the whole reason I started doing it years ago, and now it fulfills my social butterfly. It satisfies that need to be around people in person, and I don't have to go to the gym. So anyway, so I was at one of the main stores that I shop at here, just, I don't know, probably a month or so ago. And early in the morning, it was early in the day. And I have a tendency to leave the shopping basket, the cart at the end of an aisle, and then I go up and get all the stuff I need from that aisle, even when it's not busy. It's just what I do. So I ran up there or walked up there, whatever, got things. I had 3 or 4 things. And one of the things happened to be one of those glass bottles of sesame seed oil. No big deal. Had it, had this, had that, had to get something else. And then it was tucked in my arm. And what did I do? I opened my arm to pick up something else. Bam, right? It's a glass bottle on their floor, shatters, glass everywhere, sesame seed oil everywhere, and completely soaked my right leg and sneaker. And I had shorts on by this point because it's warmer already, but my sneaker, So of course I go up front to the people I know and I said, hey, clean up on aisle 9. Jaycie made a mess. But when I got to the car and I loaded this person's stuff in my car and I'm ready to take it and deliver it, because that's what I do with that. And I shut the car door and I went, oh, and no offense to anyone, but I smelled like a Chinese restaurant. My entire car smelled like I was at the buffet or something. I was like, okay, this isn't working. Like, gross. I got the rest. I mean, I like Chinese food, but not that strong, right? It was so strong. It was unreal. So I go back in when I got back and I went and bought a bottle of Febreeze, which I don't normally use because it's too perfumey for me. But then I smelled like laundry, that you were doing laundry that had smelled like sesame seed oil on it, right? It was so awful. Eventually it faded and it was all fine. Go home, wash my sneakers, but ew. You just never know what's going to happen in our lives.
Oh, so true. So funny. It's just, you know what I love though? As we get older, like, I remember when she came in, she's like, I ruined my outfit and my shoes. And, now it's just kind of like, whatever.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking that day, at least it was sesame seed oil, because there was a different time when I dropped somebody's 6-pack of beer bottles out of the back of my car. And of course, when they hit the pavement, so I'm trying to save them so I can still give stuff to the customer. But, there was one that shattered and I'm like, I was back in the store later going, you guys, do I smell like beer? Do you smell it? Like, trying to go like that. Do you smell it on me? I'm going to reek. They're going to think I'm drinking on the job. But anyway, yeah. So it's crazy. It's like, oh, well, and just have fun with it, right? When we have those big snafus.
Yeah.
And yeah, just have fun with it and go on. And oh my goodness. Or those aha moments.
You can do about that. There's nothing
Right.
you can do about that other than laugh at it. Just the absurdity.
And I love the humanity of it all. There's a trend right now. I don't know when you will end up listening to this as the listeners, but it's like I was this many years old when I found out X, Y, and Z, and I love them. I did one yesterday. I didn't know that it's not at nauseum. It's ad nauseum. AD, because it's Latin, and I did not know that. So I'm not sure if that's common knowledge to everybody else.
That's funny though. Yeah, but there's so many things that I'm like, how did I just go 50 plus years and not know whatever? I can't even think of one right now, but yes. I'm like, how did I not know that?
Right.
That same thing with regardless and irregardless.
Yes.
There's no such thing as irregardless.
I learned that one a while back, but yes, that was one of those where I'm like, awesome. So all this time.
Where did I learn that? On TV, on a sitcom.
Really?
That's how I learned that.
That's funny. Don't let anyone tell you it's not worth watching. I get sucked into TikTok like so many of us do, but that's my go-to chill out. And of course, with my ADHD, the scroll is kind of great. But that's my moments. But yes, I've definitely learned some stuff like, oh, really? That can't be possible.
Yes. Oh, another one. I don't want to take up all of our time, but is the Michael Jackson song, I always thought it was, I'm going to say it, I'm going to something on a mountaintop. You know that song, I'm going to say it on a mountaintop. You know,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
no. It's, I'm going to say it one more time. I'm not going to stop.
I got to go listen to it now. Everybody's going to go listen to Michael Jackson and listen to this, I swear. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go listen to it. That's funny.
It's so interesting what we think we hear on lyrics, because there are certain songs, I can't think of one now, there are certain songs I'm absolutely convinced of the lyrics. They make no sense, but I'm absolutely convinced of what they are until I actually learn what they are. It's not as much fun, but they make a lot more sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right. So I love to this is so much fun to sit and chat with you all, believe you me. And hopefully everybody else out there is having a blast, but I like to keep these short and sweet. So Karen, can you tell us what you have to offer today and how people can find you?
So it's literally, I was telling Jaycie, it is just launching now. I'm so excited. I have a brand new PDF guide. It's called the Unyogi's Guide to Stress Reduction. And I provide in it a toolkit that you are going to love, that's going to help you to reduce your stress at your desk. And you can find it on my website, and it's real easy. The website is www.mindfuldeskyoga.com.
And it'll be in the show notes too, you guys. So you can find it easy peasy. And we'll have her social media links too. So awesome. Awesome. So if you're like, well, I don't know, yoga always just seems too serious or too calm or too, Karen's different. Karen's different. Try it. Oh my gosh. All right, Jana, my dear, I'm passing you the baton.
I love me some yoga. Calm, at the desk, on a mat, anywhere, upside down.
Yes. Trapeze yoga. I like to do trapeze yoga. But anyway.
Yes. We did silks for the first time this weekend.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Love
harder than it looks.
Yeah, I bet. I haven't tried it yet.
Slippery.
Anyway, so this is kind of perfect timing, Jaycie, and thank you for having me, because on June 11th, so a few weeks from whenever this airs, I'm actually going to be doing a masterclass called Limitless Expansion, where I'm going to help you craft your irresistible, easily to convert high ticket offer. So if you're one of those more consciously minded entrepreneurs out there and you're hiding in low ticket and thinking, I don't know, or you're spending all your time on social media thinking you need 1 million followers in order to hit like 10K months, 20K months, come to this masterclass, because you're going to see that it's actually not the case. High ticket is a lot easier than you think. And the cool thing is you don't need gazillions of people and a ginormous audience in order to be successful. So I'll make sure you have that link, Jaycie, because I don't think I've gotten that to you. But yes,
right.
I hope to see you
there.
We
will. Oh my gosh, it's great. And again, I can't shout Jana's praises enough as well. I actually have not gotten to work with Jana, but I know her well enough. I've known her for, gosh, months and months now. I don't even know, almost a year, close to it anyway. And you know, one thing that got me with Jana from the beginning was she does the woo and the do. And yet I see the seriousness and the logical stuff from her. And so I think that's so cool, because if you're not too woo and you want that, then you get this beautiful blend of them. And I see that in Jana. And so you guys check it out. Freaking check it out. All right. So my exciting stuff. Oh my gosh. So Cartwheels and Banana Peels is freaking amazing. It rocks. I'm having a blast. I've just had raving fans already telling me stuff. It's so amazing, you guys. We even have a special episode that will be coming out sometime. I don't have a date for it, but I have the date scheduled to record it. That's a special episode with the guys, because I've been having the guys, some I'm going, I want to be on there. And so I've got a couple of openings left, at least a day of this recording. So by the time this airs in a couple of weeks, I might not. But yeah, that's going to be, instead of around Jaycie's virtual kitchen table, it's around the virtual barbecue pit, because it's the guys. So anyway, we're just going to have some fun. And then, you know, most of the time it's us girls. But what I have coming out in June is the pilot program of Stories on Fire. So if you like this setting and you would love to connect with some other women, it has a piece of this to it. When we do story circles in that program, we sit around and we share stories, and everybody gets to practice their story or stories they've been working on, because we have that training. Of course, I'm going to teach you how to discover and deliver your stories. So much freaking fun coming. And to get access to me in a way that even private coaching, I'm making it accessible this right now. And I don't usually do private coaching anymore, y'all. I just don't. My time is precious. So to get access like that, this is a huge opportunity. So come on board. Just go to cartwheelsandbananapeels.com, because there you can find the podcast, of course. But also, if you click on work with me, there you go. You can get that opportunity. So all the links are going to be in the show notes. I would love to just sit here and drink. Well, I just have a soda, water. What am I trying to say? Soda water. I said it right. Geez, Jaycie. It's not like I'm drinking wine or anything at the moment, but I would love to just sit here and just gab. And that's what this is all about. Because I see everybody bond in Cartwheels and Banana Peels. I'm seeing it. And then I see these ladies connecting and supporting each other on social media even. And it's freaking phenomenal. Yeah, I don't have words. So anyways, before I get too emotional, thank you, Karen. Thank you, Jana. Oh my gosh, thank you for being here and just sharing and having fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaycie.
Thank
It was a
you.
blast.
All right, everybody, we will be back next week with another episode of Cartwheels and Banana Peels. See you later.